everyone, this is Dr. Aruna Singh, Associate Professor in School of Education, Noida International University. In this module, we will try and understand the concept of measurement, assessment and evaluation. In B.Ed second semester, we have a subject, Assessment for Learning, and in this is the introductory module in which we will try to understand the conceptual basis of this subject, that is the concept of measurement, assessment and evaluation. This is the outline of this module: introduction, learning outcomes, measurement, assessment, evaluation, relationship among measurement, assessment, evaluation and assessment for enhancing learning, then followed by assignment and references. As you already know that after independence, many commissions and committees were formed in independent India, and they worked a lot regarding the examination system of Indian school systems. And National Curriculum Framework 2005, that also works a lot to enhance the examination system of Indian schools. And this module, it also deals with such issues and with the important components of assessment and evaluation, as sometimes assessment and evaluation are interchangeably used. So to understand this conceptual introduction of the module will help us to understand the basic differences between the assessment, measurement and evaluation, and knowledge and understanding about these aspects and their applications of classroom teaching learning process. They are also addressed in this module. So it is an introductory module which will help both learner and teachers. Now after completion of the module, you will be able to define the concept of measurement, assessment and evaluation. You will be able to relate among these three terms, and you will be able to explain assessment for enhancing learning. Let us first understand the concept of measurement. Measurement is a process of assigning numbers to individuals or their characteristics according to specific rules. This definition is given by Abel and Frisby in 1991. As per this, measurement means we are assigning numeral or numbers to one's performance, right? This is the quantitative description of one's performance. Then, according to L.R. Gray in 1991, measurement is a process of quantifying the degree to which someone or something possessed a given trait, quality, characteristics or features. That means that measurement is the quantitative description of a person's trait, quality, characteristics and abilities. After analyzing these definitions, we can conclude these characteristics of measurement. Measurement assigns a numeral to quantify certain aspects of human and non-human beings. That means measurement can not only possible on human characteristics, human traits, behaviors, but also it is applicable on non-human beings. Like if Rohan has scored 68 marks out of 100 and Sohan has scored 80 marks out of 100. So this is the measurement of their performance, of their achievement. At the same time, we can measure the height in terms of centimeters, we can measure the weight in terms of kilograms. So assigning numerals to human or non-human beings. It is a numerical description of objects, traits, attributes, characteristics or behaviors. As we assign number in this type of measurement, so it is the numerical description. Measurement is not an end in itself, but definitely a means to evaluate the abilities of a person in education and other fields as well. In the process of evaluation, we see that measurement is not an end. Like after taking test, when we assign numbers on the particular question, or when we assign number as a total score of the subject, that is not the end of the evaluation. It is just describing the uh, measurement of the numbers, the performance in terms of numbers. Nature of measurement and assessment may vary for various traits, attributes of the students to deal with. Now, scales of measurement. In measurement, when we assign numbers, right, they become the scales of the measurement. Scales, there are four scales in scales of measurement. We have nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale, and ratio scale. These all scales have different characteristics, and they are always prescribed in a hierarchical order. Like first scale in the order is nominal scale. In this scale, we assign a number to the object, or when some gathering is there, we can understand this with an example. There is a gathering of all teachers. So to categorize and to classify that gathering, we will divide that group into male and female. That means classifying or categorizing the group on the basis of their common traits is nominal scale. We assign 1 to male, we assign 2 to female. If we are categorizing or classifying the area, then area will be classified under rural and urban, right? If we classify on the basis of financial conditions, then we classify above average income group, average income group, and below average income group, and we assign numerals 1, 2, 3 to these groups. And no operations are possible in this nominal scale, like we cannot add, we cannot subtract the numbers. Second is ordinal scale. It is synonymous to ranking or ordering the subjects either in ascending order or in descending order. Secondly, it carries all the characteristics of the nominal scale. Like in a class, if we have gathered the scores of all the students, then we want to declare that who has topped in the class in that particular subject, then we will arrange all those marks in either ascending or in descending order, right? If we arrange the marks in descending order, that means the topmost student will come at the top and it will go from top to bottom. So this is how we can, in ordinal scale, we can decide that what is the order of the group, in what order they have been arranged. Then interval scale. Interval scale, it carries all the characteristics of nominal and ordinal, as they are already arranged in a hierarchical way. They have distinct characteristics on their own. It distributes the scores in equal intervals. Like in statistics, when we use the intervals, class intervals of 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. So these are equal intervals which are taking place in this. Thirdly, there is no true zero existing in this interval scale. There is an arbitrary zero. That's why, because of this property in this scale is mostly used in educational and mental measurement studies or social science studies. With an example, we can understand this. Like in mathematics or in science subject, if the student has scored 0 marks out of 20, that 100% it doesn't, we cannot conclude that he has no knowledge of mathematics, he has no knowledge of science. So arbitrary zero, because of this property, we are using this scale in education and social sciences studies and researches. Then the highest scale in this scale of measurement is ratio scale. It carries all the characteristics of interval scale and automatically ordinal and nominal. It has a 0 point in this scale. 0 point existing in this scale implies that if there is no weight, zero weight means zero weight, that nothing is existing in that way. 100 kg of weight, when we compare it with 50 kgs, that means it is the double of the weight, right? Double of the weight. But in interval scale, if a student has scored 10 marks and another student has scored 20 marks, we cannot say that 20 marks student is double of the knowledge of the 10 mark student. So this is the difference. Because of the existence of 0 point in this scale, ratio scale, it is used in physical science studies or physical science measurement studies.